In this video, I replaced the tie rod, the outer tie rod in a 2007 Honda Fit. It's not too hard. It takes about, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, maybe a little less, a little more, depending on if you have the tools ready or not. You will need a pickle fork. Or at least I think you should use one, though. Some people just are able to bang them off with a sledge. 19mm wrench, a torch. You are going to need probably a propane torch, more than likely, especially if the jam nut is rusty. Pliers, a 17mm socket and stuff. So the only thing, I think my phone died right in the middle of popping the tie rod out with the pickle fork. The pickle fork is pretty easy to use. I don't think it's very... you're not going to miss anything with not showing it, but basically you're able to pop the tie rod out without just by using the pickle fork. And then once you're there, it's getting the tie rod off, and but it's a fairly straightforward job. At the end, you're supposed to get an alignment. I would suggest it. Otherwise, you might get some uneven tire wear or various other alignment issues. So let's get right to it. So this is a good indication of a bad tie rod. So the wheel's jacked up. I was actually removing it, and I noticed, might be hard to tell. I don't know. But it's the tire is basically moving. I can move the sides in and out. There's a clunking. That's the tie rod is loose. This is pretty bad. This one's very critical. It needs to be replaced right away. Now, a lot of times you'll check the top and the bottoms to check for ball joints. That's definitely not the case with this car, and it definitely explains why it's driving funny when I drove it. So this needs to get done right away. It's my wife's car, and she never tells me when anything's wrong with it. Wheels off. So now that the wheel's off, it's a lot easier to tell. I'm going to move this. Oh, let's see if I can get... Should not be able to move at all. I don't know how visible that is to you, but so this is moving and this is staying still. That is a bad sign. That is definitely a bad tie rod. This needs to be replaced. Okay, got the car up off the ground. The first step is I sprayed it with anti-seize, well, just WD-40, both here and there. Now what I'm going to do, so it's a 19mm wrench that goes here. It's a 17mm bolt down here. There's a cotter pin that you just have to remove. If not, what you do is you just take it off with the when you untorque the bottom. So 17mm wrench, if you have an impact, that's handy. Now remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. When it's upside down, it can be a little confusing. So it goes this way on this side here. So let's see if I can do it one-handed. So first thing first is just we're going to loosen that. This one I already kind of broke it loose just a little bit, so it's simple right now. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll get to the next step, which is going to try to loosen this jam nut. If we can't do it with just the wrench, we may have to add a little bit of heat. Alright, I didn't have any luck with the wrench, so I'm just going to add some heat here. Let's get this thing nice and warmed up. Okay, there's a little bit of persistence, so I got it heated up. I put the wrench on it, and then I was hitting it with a hammer. So it's a standard thread, so it's righty tighty. So you're tightening it onto the inner tie rod. So that's why. So you get the wrench going, and you want to go this direction to tighten it. And then once it finally broke loose, which it did, now I can back it off a little bit. So actually it doesn't look like it's moving, it's unscrewing, it's tightening the inner. So I'm going to leave it as is. So now we'll be able to pop this out and then unscrew the end, and we'll back it right back up to this jam nut. Using a different phone because mine ran out of battery, so I don't know if the quality looks a little worse. So just screw it right in. You know, actually the whole inner spins. So the nice thing is you can adjust it to, you basically tighten this up to the nut, spin it around so you can plop it back in. We'll tighten the nut back up underneath here. And then you'll add the cotter pin. Now, theoretically, I shouldn't need an alignment because I've tightened this back up to the jam nut. Typically, you actually loosen the jam nut back a little bit, then you'll mark the location, pull the old tie rod off, put the new tie rod on. But that didn't quite happen with this one. It started loosening this tie rod versus the jam nut. And then what we'll end up doing now is it was a little different than what you would typically do. Alright, so let's get that thing buttoned back up. So normally after replacing a tie rod, it actually might not be a bad idea to replace both ends, and then you go in and you get a front end alignment just to make sure that your toe isn't messed up, so the car's, you know, pointed in the right direction. That's the suggestion. Otherwise you might get some really bad uneven tire wear, and it also can reduce your fuel economy if your tires are either kind of towed in together or towed out instead of being, you know, straight. So it's definitely a good idea to get an alignment, especially if you haven't had one done in a while. The parts I got were Moog. They were made in Japan, if that makes you feel any better. I know that some people complain about Moog parts being made in Mexico. I have a link down in the description to Amazon where you can purchase the same parts if that's convenient for you. If you do, I'd appreciate it. I do get a little bit of a commission for that. So I hope the video was helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you thought so. If you have any questions or constructive criticism, please leave them in the comment section below. And if I'm trying to think of anything else, just make sure you torque everything down, and I think that's pretty much it. All right, thank you. Bye.